Connor Shaw. Who?
Do you want that as your lock of the week?
Dylan Gabriel's not the guy. He's a 5'10", 5'11" left-handed quarterback. The odds are stacked against him.
Take time. Think about the future.
Marty, we gotta get back to the future, Marty. That was my best Doc Brown. You did a much better one off.
Marty? I think you should leave Doc to Doc, who, by the way,
I feel like I do a better Marty than Doc.
Okay.
I feel like I could be like, well, geez, Doc, I don't know, man.
You're just as short as he is.
I know. I do. If we were dressing up, you would definitely have to be Doc Brown and I would be Michael J.
Let's
Fox.
not do that. I mean, my goodness, don't age me. My goodness. Let's not do that. Anyway, now, Siege, Doc should do Doc, as Doc called it. He called Wyndham Clark the heel of heels.
It's like
to win the U.S. Open.
It's like he went to the future and
It's
came
like
back.
He went to the future and came back and told us what the outcome would be.
I know. So
Eat your heart out, Gray Sports
Shouts
Almanac.
out to the doctor and Jay Dawg. My lock of the week last week hit. I don't know if you know that. Carlos Boozer. We thought it was the Jazz that had the third pick, but I think the Jazz had the second pick.
They had the second pick.
So, but I still bet on Boozer to go third. He went third. So I cashed out, doubled my money on minus 140 odds pretty much. So
we knew that DeBanzo was going to be the number one pick. The Washington Wizards were not shy about that.
Yep.
There was a little drama moving forward, but let me tell you this, though. You saw this with the NHL draft. The St. Louis Blues were trading Jordan Kyrou, right before the draft, getting 4 draft in the first round. That's just, the Blues, they're thinking about the future.
Yes.
We're thinking about the future as well.
Yes, we are, J Dawg. We are thinking about the future. It is futures edition here on Bet This. We're going to do futures only this week. We're going to look ahead at we've got World Cup future odds. That's not super future, but
Future
just to see where the standings are right now.
Futuristic.
We'll have World Series futures, NFL futures. I've got awards in here that we can go over, and we're going to go through everything real quick. Just try and touch basis on everything slightly. Not try and spend too much time on one thing, essentially.
Right.
But before we get into futures, this is still Bet This. We still do our Bet This in-house power rankings every week. And currently we only have 2 sports to power rank. We have baseball and the WNBA. So J Dawg, why don't you hit us with one of them? You can pick. Decide which you want to start
coin
off
right
with.
here, actually.
Oh.
Folks, we do this a lot, when it comes to Bet This being on X, when it comes to the polls.
Yeah.
Lately, we've been doing like 3-way ties and stuff like that. If you saw the video with why J Dawg's boxing bout of the month is going to be from 1981 with Roberto Duran and Luigi Mancillo, it was because of this little coin right here. Is that right there? Get that camera shot right on there.
So what are we doing? We're going to do tails is...
The older league, of course, is MLB, with the younger being a WNBA. Okay, heads is MLB. Tails is WNBA. Call it in the air.
tails.
Tails is the call. It's heads.
Okay, so it's MLB.
We'll start with Major League Baseball.
Let's get into it.
Number 10, the St. Louis Cardinals. And number 9, the San Diego Padres. They're keeping it competitive in the National League West.
Yes, they are.
And number 8, the Philadelphia Phillies. They're back. The Phillies are back. Schwarb's hitting bombs like they're out of style.
They did lose one to the Natties over the weekend, I think. But, I mean, they're
Schwarb's is doing his thing.
And Harper hit the cycle.
Yeah.
Like, that was crazy.
Yep.
I was not expecting to see that on my timeline.
The Tampa Bay Rays at number 7. How long are they the Tampa Bay Rays? We'll see what the future holds for them. At number 6, the Seattle Mariners, who face my Cleveland Guardians this weekend. At number 5, the Chicago White Sox.
Wow.
Nobody would have thought that, right?
No.
Number 4, the New York Yankees. Number 3, the Milwaukee Brewers. At number 10, the Atlanta Braves. And at number 1, the reigning, defending, two-time undisputed, and doesn't look like they're going anywhere anytime soon, champion Los Angeles Dodgers. Now let's go to the WNBA. And speaking of LA, the LA Sparks. And you know what happens when you mix sparks? What does it make?
Fire.
At number 9, Portland Fire expansion.
Hey.
See what I did there?
I like that.
At number 8, the Washington Mystics. At number 7, it's the Valks, the Golden State Valkyries. At number 6, the Dallas Wings. Paige Beckers, she's becoming an MVP candidate in a very short amount of time.
She's kind of becoming what we thought Caitlin Clark would be. I feel like she's
Clark
kind of
is.
Yeah, but I feel like she's starting to become Caitlin Clark. Like that's that same level of notoriety.
Once you get in the league for 2 years, you own this league or get close to it.
Right.
At number 5, the aforementioned Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. At number 4, a team that's going to be in the Commissioner's Cup, and we'll think about their future as well, the New York Liberty. At number 3, the Atlanta Dream. At number 2, also in the Commissioner's Cup final, the defending champ Las Vegas Aces, and we are going to talk about that. And at number 1, once again, the Minnesota Lynx.
The Minnesota Lynx just can't be stopped.
They can't be.
Dog, so where do you want to start off on our futures, our show we're doing here, our edition of Bet This? Where do you want to start off for futures? What do you want to cover first? We could do World Cup, just get it out of the way.
Let's not get it out of the way because I love the World Cup.
Well, I'm saying we don't have a ton of futures per se, so there's not a ton to break down futures wise for the World Cup. It is going on currently.
Yes.
And
we know that Argentina and France and those the usual suspects are in the round of 32.
Yep.
So you have Lionel Messi, who just celebrated his 39th birthday. You wouldn't know it because he's just dominating right now. Mbappe, still the man with France. And you still have Ronaldo.
Didn't Messi break the all-time World Cup goal scoring record?
Argentina's the champs until further notice. So anyone that thinks otherwise is fooled.
I think right now, if I had to pick an MVP of the World Cup, it would be Mbappe.
Mbappe's the guy.
I feel like
he's the guy.
He's been leading the charge and makes France look really good.
I like the rope-a-dope strategy that France is doing in their first match against Senegal. And if you were looking for a ton of action, this was not the place until the end. France stretches the pitch out to make you look like you've got something. And Senegal thought they had it.
They're good at closing
and then Mbappe became the starter and the closer and said, no, I'm going to kick this one. I'm going to kick that one. And we're going to win. So that's what they did. A little different strategy against Iraq when they were in Philadelphia earlier this week. But Iraq clearly could not hang.
No, France is just such an incredible talent.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's why also PSG has won I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Betheads. I think PSG's reigning 2-time champs of like the Premier League or the Champions League or whatever.
Champions League.
Champions League. So, I mean, PSG 2-time reigning champs of the Champions League.
Mbappe's the man.
France is dominating soccer right now. So
we'll see if they dominate towards the end.
A little update on the odds. France is leading the way. They're plus 400. Spain plus 550 after, that Cape Verde incident. England plus 650. Argentina plus 650. Portugal plus 950. And then Germany plus 1,300 starts to tail off.
Portugal needed that win a few days ago. They needed that because it was looking like Ronaldo's like, this dude's washed.
Yeah.
No.
I wouldn't say he's washed. It's just it's definitely past his prime.
It's getting to the point where it's starting to look, you're not Messi and you're not Mbappe and you're not even in between.
Right.
So they needed that though.
Also for the American bet heads, USA plus 3,300.
Yes.
Just want to throw that out there, and they are qualified for the round of 32.
Yep.
So
they are.
If you're feeling patriotic, feel free to throw down some guap on.
Wait till next
USA.
week when you feel patriotic. Wait till next week.
Yeah.
Wait till next week.
All right. So that is the World Cup coverage. Not a ton to discuss there. Do you want to do World Series? We could jump to MLB or we could do WNBA.
Let's do WNBA. It's more time sensitive because the WNBA with the Commissioner's Cup. We're going to have that not have that for you, but I mean, we're going to have the Commissioner's Cup next week. And the Commissioner's Cup is going to be the Las Vegas Aces, the defending champs of the WNBA, of course, taking on the team that was the champs the year before that, the New York Liberty. And the Liberty were able to get a big win in Vegas a few days ago. So
let me ask you, who do you think is going to walk away with the Commissioner's Cup?
I think it's going to be the Las Vegas Aces.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't have future odds on the cup. I'm assuming day of you can kind of money line it.
Yes, because it's not till June 30th, which is on Tuesdays.
So keep your eyes out for that. But we do have WNBA futures. So Jay Dawg, right now, I have the odds for the WNBA finals winner.
Okay.
Who would you say you think would, if you had to just pick a team right now to win the championship, who would you say?
Wow. Because the New York Liberty the Las Vegas Aces are trying to repeat. However, the Minnesota Lynx, I'm going to say the Minnesota Lynx.
So Minnesota Lynx, the Aces, and the New York Liberty are all tied.
Okay, that's really good because you don't see that in baseball. You're seeing like one or two teams that are within that vicinity.
And we'll get to that.
Then
we'll get to that in just a little bit.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a who's who right there because the Minnesota Lynx probably have the Rookie of the Year, right? And an MVP candidate with Miles. We also have the usual suspects with Bree Stewart, Stewie, and Sabrina Sabs, Ionescu, as well as Asia Wilson.
Yep.
So you have as I said, the usual suspects and a little bit of. We're waiting for Nafisa Collier and her injury when she gets back. And when she gets back, I think the Minnesota Lynx. I think they're going to be. They're already number one in our rankings. They may run away with this. They may not. But it's going to be interesting to see the Miles and Nafisa Collier exchange.
Yes.
Because this adds a new wrinkle to the other teams in the WNBA that are trying to get up there.
I'm very excited to see if either the Fever or the Wings can be maybe
Take that
like a
next step?
sleeper.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the next two teams
Yep.
after. So it's actually, Atlanta Dream is fourth,
Okay.
which they've been in the mix this season.
They have, yeah.
But I really want to see Caitlin Clark or Paige Beckers become like the star of the league. And I know that
Clark
Caitlin-
already is.
she is the star of the
Yeah.
league. But when you watch these other teams play, like Asia Wilson is
She's the best player in the WNBA.
that's what I'm saying.
She's the best.
Right. She is incredible. But so I want to see either Caitlin Clark or Paige Beckers become that Asia
Take that next step.
Wilson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like level of gameplay.
I don't think that's going to happen though for another few years though, because it's just Asia Wilson has that on the rest of the.
No, true. But
That's just how
I
it
just
is.
if I had to pick a sleeper, that's who I'd probably lean towards, like the Wings or the Fever making a deep run. But
Yeah.
it feels like
Health matters as well.
that's a big thing is Caitlin Clark has dealt with injuries.
She's had the knee injury.
Yeah.
She's had the back injury. She's had the abs injury. So yeah, as long as she stays healthy, the Indiana Fever. See how far they go.
All right, let's get into MVP of the W.
Okay,
Who do you think would win MVP today?
right now.
Yep.
I'd have to probably give it to either Asia Wilson or possibly Stewie.
Okay, so Asia Wilson is the favorite, minus
Okay,
190.
Yep.
Brianna Stewart, plus 1,500. If you want to put
They're
a
not-
flyer down.
They're not giving Stewie. Well,
She is-
that's good though. Yeah.
She's fifth on the list.
Okay.
Behind Paige Beckers
Yep.
is in second.
Yep.
Caitlin Clark in third.
Yep.
Olivia Miles
Liv
in
Miles,
fourth.
Minnesota. Yes, she's
And
one of the
then-
reasons why the Lynx are good.
And then Brianna Stewart in fifth. So J Dawg sleeper, Brianna Stewart in fifth. After that, it drops off significantly. Kelsey Plum is plus 3,500.
It's Kelsey Plum Arsenal. Let's not. Okay.
My bad.
KPA.
My bad.
All right. KPA.
All right, Dog. Moving
feel
forward
smart.
with the W, we've got Rookie of the Year futures. If you had to pick one, who you picking?
Not going to be AZ Fudd, unfortunately, because again, her game is kind of it's starting to see that she's only a rookie.
Yeah.
It's only going to get better. But it's Liv Miles right now.
Yeah, she's
for sure.
minus 2,000.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like and
That'll win you like a quarter. Yeah.
Fudd is plus 1,500.
Okay.
So in second.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a runaway.
A
there.
dramatic incidents are going to have to change before the All-Star game in Chicago before that all happens.
Yeah. Defensive Player of the Year, your opening leader right now for this is Asia Wilson.
Yes.
After that, it's, am I saying this right? Ryan Howard?
Right. Yes. Ryan Howard.
Ryan Howard?
Yeah.
It sounds like Ryan Howard.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
It's Ryan Howard because remember Ryan Sandberg spelled Ryan Sandberg
Right.
R-Y-N-E, and you already had a Ryan Howard in baseball, R-Y-A-N Howard.
That's why I had to double take. I
Yes,
was
it's Ryan Howard.
like, Ryan
Yes.
Howard.
Not the rhinoceros.
No.
Not the rhinoceros, because the rhino was Ryan Sandberg. The rhinoceros was Ryan Howard.
So Ryan Howard in second for your Defensive Player of the Year. Gabby Williams in third. Brianna Stewart in fourth,
Yep.
tied with Gabby Williams. And then Angel Reese is plus 1,500 for Defensive Player of the Year. I really like Angel Reese just because I know that she's a good rebounder. She's good down low.
And look at the way the Atlanta Dream are responding to that. And
Yes.
she's been a big difference because of that.
yes,
So-
they have stepped up immensely since
Yep.
she got there. So
And it's the Chicago Sky's fault for fumbling the entire bag with Camila Cardozo and all the rest. I don't want to get into it.
I just wanted to throw out a deep flyer for Defensive Player of the Year. Nafisa Collier.
Okay.
Plus 7,000. Maybe when she gets healthy.
Yeah, again, I think she's going to come back either just before the All-Star break or after the All-Star break, which is coming in Chicago.
I wouldn't
So-
guarantee that one. I feel, if
I think she's coming back.
I'm saying for this bet for
Gotcha,
the future,
okay.
I feel
Yep,
like
yep.
Angel Reese is something I would lean more to, but a deep shot. If you wanted to take a full court flyer,
What do you think that would pay?
7,000 plus 7,000. That's like, I think $10 is like $700
Okay.
or
Hey,
$7,000, something like that. So
people have done it and it's paid off
yeah,
before.
if you're interested, take a look at it. And then moving forward, last one here, most improved player. Do you have anyone you want to throw out there?
Most improved player. Ooh, what is it looking like?
Jessica Shepard opens up the odds plus 180.
Yep.
Dominique Malonga.
Malonga.
She's in second, and
Yep.
then Bridget Carlton.
Yep.
And fourth.
Bridget Carlton has been pretty good this year. So, okay.
Kelsey Plum is plus 3,000.
KPA.
Yeah.
KPA. Yeah.
I mean,
she's got to stay healthy. That's another thing too.
Dog might have to throw a flyer down on KPA.
You know I will.
Yeah. So that's a W.
I got to support the wife.
We got a couple of minutes left before we take our only break.
We don't take breaks.
We're taking a breather. So before we do that, though, let's get to the MLB, talk some baseball.
Yeah.
Quickly fly through this if
Yeah.
I can get to
what are you doing?
notes. I'm trying to find my notes.
Notes? You don't need notes.
All right, here we go. So World Series odds, I'm just going to tell you, Dog. The Dodgers are the favorites right now. Plus,
of course they are.
Plus 200, Yankees plus 5.
Of course they are.
Mariners plus 800. I don't really trust that one. The Braves plus 950 is really interesting. I know Dog's not going to throw money down on the Braves, but if you're interested, I feel like they're one of the top teams in the league, and plus 950 is really good payout for a team like the Braves. And that's a team that's won a World Series in the last
5 years.
Yeah, exactly. So
5 years ago.
I mean, they don't have Freddie Freeman anymore or Max Fried.
They don't need him.
They
don't need him. The Braves were able to reload.
They're still killing
it.
So those are your World Series odds. It gets, significantly far after that.
Where are the White Sox, by the way? Here they are.
White Sox are plus 5,500.
Okay, so if you take
They're about halfway. You
take a flyer on the White Sox.
It's about $500 payout.
Okay, you know what? That's pretty good. Cleveland.
Cleveland is plus 35.
So you take 35, pays out probably
like 30. It's 30, 50.
$350.
Roughly.
Longest odds right now. What is it looking like?
I didn't go down all the way to the bottom of the list, but our bet against the Angels.
Bata?
Yeah, they are plus 50,000 right now.
Okay.
And I think there's worse odds than that. But
should they make this miraculous run,
that would win you, I think, I don't know.
It would probably win you 50 grand, right?
A lot, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
That's for the Angels. That's a hell of a bet.
We've got MVP updates. Yordan Alvarez leading the MVP race in the American League. Jay Dawg. Nick Kurtz in second. Very surprising there.
The A's of nowhere. They're not going anywhere in terms of going away.
I know, and I put down a flyer on them before the season to win 70 wins. And I looked today. You can bet heads on futures for how many wins you think a team will get.
Mm-hmm.
And the A's aren't even listed under 70 wins anymore because they're probably, they're already projected to get past that. It's more, you can bet on them to get 80 wins now. So I feel really confident about my $70 bet I put down before the season. We'll see if it turns out. But yeah, Nick Kurtz in second for your AL MVP race. Ben Rice in third. Bobby Witt Jr. in fourth, and then Buxton at plus 2,800.
Byron Buxton of the Minnesota Twins
for the National League.
Is it?
It is who you think it is leading the race. It is Shohei Ohtani. But not only is Shohei leading the race at minus 1,600, they have a Shohei versus the field option. So they have in second, Juan Soto's plus 3,000, but you could just bet on any other player for plus 900. If you think anyone will beat Shohei, feel free to bet on that, but I honestly, I think Shohei is going to win it. I don't see anybody touching what he does. It's just...
I don't think he's going to win MVP. I think he's going to have a second half slide.
Really?
I think someone else is going to get it.
All right, well then follow Dog with the plus 900 there. And then moving along, Cy Young for your American League. We got Cam Schlittler in first, Dylan
Watch your mouth.
in second, and Drew Rasmussen
of the Tampa
third.
Bay Rays, yeah.
After that, DeGrom, Joe Ryan, Gavin Williams, Brian Wu falls off. And then for National League.
Yes, this is what we've been talking about. This is a who's who.
So you got leading the charge is Jacob Mizorowski, minus 165. Christopher Sanchez from Philly is in second at plus 250. Paul Skeens plus 1,500. Chris Sale plus 2,200. Is he your reigning Cy Young? No, he won 2 years ago.
Oh.
Chris Sale, did he win the Cy Young last year?
He won last year.
Was it last year? Yeah, so your reigning Cy Young, he's plus 2,200. Chase Burns plus 28, and then Shohei at plus 3,000 for your Cy Young. And then Rookie of the Year right now, Bazana for the American League, he's in third. Munetaka Murakami in second at plus 700.
He was first a while ago.
Kevin
McGonigal.
Kevin McGonigal.
McGonigal of the Detroit Tigers.
He is minus 180, your favorite
Yep.
for the American League. National League, J.J. Weatherholt, Sal Stewart, and Bryce Eldridge lead the charge. And then for most regular season wins, Dodgers minus 265. And that is it for, oh, wait, one more before we finish. Fewest regular season wins. You can bet on the Rockies to have the fewest regular season wins. They are minus 280. Angels plus 330. So an actual bet against the Angels category. And then if you're a Red Sox fan like me and you think they're going to just continue to suck, they are plus 2,000 for your MLB futures. All right, Dog. Back onto our future grind. We have some housekeeping, some stuff going on here with the Bet This programming and our fellow shows here under the Bet This umbrella. Let the bet heads know what to catch.
The playback on Sunday will be celebrating 28 years to the date that human kamikaze Mick Foley, Mankind, took on The Undertaker as Mankind, Mick Foley, whatever the hell your name is. No. Cactus Jack, Dude Love, whatever. Okay.
Dude Love. That's a deep pull. That's a good one.
Have mercy. Anyway, when he was Mankind, he took on The Undertaker, and it was Hell in a Cell, not the pay-per-view when it was a pay-per-view. It was the King of the Ring in Pittsburgh in 1998, and people are still talking about it to this day. Mick Foley's in New Hampshire this weekend because he's celebrating 28 years of that monumental accomplishment. I don't know, getting thrown off a cage is an accomplishment.
Surviving.
He survived it. So I guess that's an accomplishment all within itself. We'll have that on the playback at noon on Sunday on the Pulse Podcast Network. The playback is under the Bet This umbrella. Then we have Jay Dawg's wrestling match of the month. WWE champion Roman Reigns taking on his former Shield mate, Seth Rollins, who had come back from a devastating knee injury at the main event of WWE Money in the Bank 2016. And then on Tuesday at noon, it'll be Jay Dawg's boxing bout of the month. It came down to a coin toss, kind of like what we did at the beginning here when we wanted to start off with futures. It was a super middleweight matchup between Roberto Duran and Luigi Mancillo, the Italian warrior. That was from 1981. We'll have that for you at noon. All that stuff's at noon. Sunday at noon, Monday at noon, Tuesday at noon on the Pulse Podcast Network and Siege. Coming up, we're going to have classic all-star games.
Yes.
In Major League Baseball in July.
Yes.
Derek Jeter's 3,000th hit, which happened in July of 2011.
The captain.
The captain made it happen.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Was his 3,000th hit, was it a home run? Or was it just a hit?
It might have been a home run.
I think it was like a home.
Yeah, the first one. The first player to hit a home run was be his 3,000th hit, right?
No.
It was Wade Boggs.
Okay.
Tampa Bay Devil Rays versus Cleveland in 1999 at the Trop.
I was going to say Miggy, but I knew it wasn't Miggy. I don't think Miggy even hit a home run. I think his last hit was a single.
Not his last hit. It's 3,000.
Or his 3,000,
yes.
Excuse me.
And also, Siege, we're also going to have some no-hitters, some perfect games, and a little kitschy event going on. This happened in 1986. Tom Seaver, who already had 300 wins, takes on Don Sutton, as you know, had 300 wins in June. Well, come late July of 1986, the Red Sox and the Angels hooked up in Anaheim in a regular season game, and those two duked it out.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we'll have that on the Pulse Podcast Network. The playback's under the Bet This umbrella. Wrestling, boxing, and then we'll segue to July. Baseball galore.
All right, let's get back into futures, Dog. I thought we could continue our futures discussion with the Stanley Cup champion prediction.
Yes.
Who we thought could make a run at the title next year.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, the champs are not the favorite to open up.
The Carolina Hurricanes accomplished their mission. And for that, the thankful nation is a grateful nation is thanking them for their service. So now they can move on and a new team can take over.
The top team is not really a new team, J Dawg. Do you want to take a guess at who you think the number one team would be
It's not Vegas, right?
Nope, they're fourth.
Okay, they're fourth. Is it the Colorado Avalanche?
They're third.
They're third. Is it the Dallas Stars?
Nope, they are eighth.
How about the Buffalo Sabres?
Nope, Sabres are looks like 13th.
13th. My goodness.
Yeah.
Not
Or no,
Vegas.
maybe no, they're 11th. Excuse me.
It's not Montreal, is it?
No.
Okay.
You ready for it?
Is it the Tampa Bay Lightning?
It's another Florida team.
Oh, it's of course they just got better. Or at least it's perceived they got better because the Kachucks can't stay healthy because they're always killing their bodies in the regular season. Well, they're actually killing themselves in the playoffs. So when the regular season comes back, they're nowhere near as good. But of course, they're waiting for April, May, June hockey. The Florida Panthers are the number one, huh?
Yeah, plus 750. Hurricanes are in second at plus 750 as well.
Okay.
And then after that, as I already said, Avalanche, Golden Knights, third and fourth. The Oilers, plus 11. Lightning, plus 12. Wild, plus 14. Stars, plus 15. Senators, Ottawa Senators,
Yeah.
plus 2,000. Then the Canadians, then the Sabres, and then it obviously tails off.
Who's
after
the
that.
longest odds right now?
I didn't get the longest
Okay.
odds, but on my list
Yeah.
here, I went all the way down to the Rangers. They're plus 8,000. That's my favorite.
I think the
team.
Rangers are actually going to be better this year.
I hope so.
yeah.
I don't think they can be as bad as they were this year. They
Well,
were.
I think because of the euphoria of the Knicks winning the NBA championship, it kind of took the stink off the Rangers. I don't think that's going to be like that this year. I think Sully and company are going to have to improve, or there's going to be a lot of changes made for the Broadway Blue Shirts.
Blue Jackets plus 3,500, one of Jay Dawg's favorites. The St. Louis Blues
My actual favorite.
plus 7,500. They are just above the Rangers. So Jay Dawg and I are at the bottom of the list here with our favorite
I'm not
teams.
so sure about that. I think they made some improvements.
We'll see. We'll have to
We'll
see.
see.
And that is our
There's still
Stanley.
free agency going on in the NHL starting. We
Yeah,
still got
we're-
the NBA starting.
We're
in
going to see the odds change, of course.
Absolutely.
These
It's going to be like a golf leaderboard. Not this past weekend with the U.S. Open.
No,
but,
of course. Speaking of which, as we, talking about, I don't know if we mentioned it already or not, but Doc.
We did. But go ahead and mention it again.
Absolute.
Mention it again.
I mean, dude is from the future. He's Doc Brown. He came back from the future.
Back to the whatever camera I'm on. Back to the videos. We're sending you back to the future.
So
Wyndham Clark
amazing.
got
I
it done.
still
You
can't get
said
over it.
was wall to wall, right?
Wire to wire.
Wire to wire. Yes,
Yes.
wire to wire.
Yeah.
And we've got one more to go. And we're going to have Doc on here in a few weeks talking about the Open Championship, the British Open.
Yes.
And we'll see if he goes
I think he.
3 for 3.
Well,
three
I
for
think it'll be
4.
2 for 2. Or maybe it'll be 3 for 4. I
I
can't.
think it's 3 for 4.
I know he got the Masters wrong. He like, or not the, was it the Masters? Yeah, he got the Masters wrong because he said Rory was like the one guy he wasn't picking. And then, of course,
Sure enough.
if you know golf, Rory turned it around at the Masters. All right, NBA, J Dog. Let's talk some basketball.
Yeah.
Now, let me get your thoughts on this.
We
Now
felt the draft.
Yep.
For a few days. We felt the draft.
Yep.
Giannis didn't go to Boston. Giannis went to Miami, which I think greatly improved the odds for the Miami Heat.
They are 5th right now.
Okay.
For
And we've got
Champions.
NBA free agency is going to be happening really soon.
yes,
And that's going to certainly change a lot of odds.
that's going to shake up a lot. And
Yeah.
I let me get your thoughts on free agency. Just a brief outlook on what could happen.
Mhm.
Do you think LeBron goes to Golden State? That's what I've been hearing. I've been hearing a Curry LeBron team up, but I also think that you and I have discussed it. I think it would make more sense to me if he just went back to Cleveland.
Here's the problem with that. You've heard the scuttlebutt about Evan Mobley, right?
No,
Evan Mobley for Jaylen Brown. Cleveland picks up half the salary. They're not going to be able to get LeBron if they pick up half the salary.
yeah, but what if LeBron comes back on like a
He's
small?
not doing that. He's not doing that. He's
I
not
had
happening.
to throw it out
You
there.
can throw it out there. I'm throwing it back. LeBron, the options are limited where he wants to go, and that's his option. That's
He
his
doesn't want to
choice.
take a minimum,
No.
a veteran's minimum.
No, he wants to make $65 million a year.
So,
When are you going to cash in?
do you think there is if Cleveland's off the table, where
Yeah.
is he going?
He goes to Golden State.
You think it is?
Yep. Yeah.
I just feel like, and I know that
LeBron in the Bay.
I know that you said that you don't think that Curry and LeBron, you think they're too old, essentially, in so many words.
This is an official farewell tour for both of them.
I think just how cool would it be to just watch these two? Like you said, Team USA. Like we were talking the other
They
day.
bonded they bonded during the Olympics, right? France, right?
Mm.
2024. So they bonded as just crushing the competition. Said, maybe we should run it back. Because by the way, This is what they do during the Olympics. I want you to know this. I heard this from Brian Windhorst. I read one of his books when LeBron, the brand of LeBron.
Mhm.
These players meet at the Olympics so they can talk about trying to form a super
Oh,
team.
yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't like this in the beginning.
It's not like
Jordan was talking to Clyde the Glide Drexler in 92 saying, hey, you want to come to the Bulls?
no,
That
because
didn't happen.
because I don't think that the super team thing really became prevalent until
the 2010s.
Yeah, like around 08 even. Like
Yes.
when the Celtics got their big three,
Yes.
and then they won a championship immediately. That kind of motivated the league to big threes popping up everywhere.
When LeBron was in China for the Beijing Olympics in 2008, the Redeem team, he said, I think that's when they started the whole. In fact, there was scuttlebutt of that Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade were talking to LeBron saying, I think there's a chance Miami might have some cap space. So
That's wild.
To take your talents to South Beach.
Now, last thing we'll say on this topic.
Yeah.
If LeBron goes to Golden State, do you think like the rivalry that they had, Cleveland and Golden State played each other in so many finals in a row, and like
four in a row.
Do you think that Golden State fans should welcome LeBron?
They won't care. They realize that
do you think Cleveland fans should be mad at LeBron for going to Golden State?
Well, here's the thing. Yes and no, because again, he finished he started in Cleveland, he came back to Cleveland, he accomplished the mission. You've heard the last couple of weeks about the celebration of the 10 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's never going to change. So
okay. I like that answer. Let's talk NBA.
Okay.
So opening up your finals odds, who do you think is the favorite right now?
Is it the Spurs?
It is the Spurs.
Okay.
Spurs lead the way. They're plus 250. The Thunder just behind them at plus 260. Yeah. So pretty much dead even there.
Yep.
Who's in third?
It's not the Knicks, is it?
Nope, they're fourth.
Is it the Celtics?
It is the Celtics plus 650.
This is subject to change, of course.
The Knicks plus 700. And the Miami Heat jump all the way up to fifth in the odds.
Where were they before?
I don't know where they were before, but I have to assume it wasn't fifth. And I'm going to let the bet heads know I'm out on the Heat and Giannis. I think Giannis is past his prime.
I don't think he is. I think he needs the change of scenery.
I think he'll be good there. I just don't think that this is a championship team, especially losing like Tyler Hero. I thought was such
Hero's a good shooter, but
he was
not
a
much
great
else.
piece.
Not much else.
But I don't think that like Bam's not going to carry the team.
I think actually it's going to be a Giannis. Well, here's the thing: you've got the Giannis Bam dynamic, which is awesome.
Who's getting the ball down low?
That's the thing.
Like who's getting it there?
That's where
they're missing something. Like if they still had Tyler Hero, yeah, he's a great shooter and he's not that much of a facilitator, but he could be that guy.
He could not be that guy.
I feel like
Milwaukee's going to find that out real quick. And by the way, he's a Milwaukee native. The hometown thing's going to be great for about 4 months.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I told you earlier this week, to me, he seems like a great value brand, Zach LaVine. Like he's not as
okay.
Like he's not as good as,
and I don't think Zach LaVine's that great either. So
I think LaVine was good years ago. I think he's on the tail end, but I think that's where I would put Tyler Hero. But I just think that like he could at least dish the ball a little. Like they got no one to pass it in Miami now. That's unless they get a third piece, I'm out on Miami.
Bobby Portis is not the third piece. No, he's not. He's going to be good for them. He fits where the Miami are going to need him.
They need someone to lead the offense,
which they will.
Yeah,
they will.
They need a point guard.
They will.
Yeah. So Miami is fifth, and then after that, the Pistons plus 25, Nuggets plus 25, Timberwolves plus 3,000.
I think the Timberwolves odds are going to start dropping, by the way, because not getting Ant-Man the help he needs. There was a rumor too that the help that Ant-Man would get would be Jaylen Brown. But
that would be disgusting.
The Celtics would have to pay half of that. I don't know if the Celtics are going to want to do that. If the Celtics are going to ship Jaylen Brown, two things are going to have to happen.
He's going to the West Coast. First off, I think I don't think they
Western Conference.
Yeah, like I don't think they try to play him. Like I don't think they're going to want to send him somewhere where they're going to have to face him multiple times.
I think this is what it is. The dynamic for Jaylen Brown leaving Boston, if that happens. The team has to take whoever gets him a significant chunk, like Cleveland, right? Yeah. If it happens. Also, if it doesn't happen and he ends up going someplace else, the Celtics can take like half of the chunk, not the significant, a half of it. They'll have to eat some of it. Those are the only two dynamics I see working. but it's got to work also for the Celtics to get something back in return.
Oh, for sure.
It won't be Ant-Man.
No.
If he gets traded to Minnesota, it would have to be.
It needs to be someone big. Like Jaylen Brown is a Finals MVP. He is one of the highest paid players.
I think he's a top. Is he a top 10 player? I think he might be a top 20.
I don't know if he's
Top 15?
I would say top 20 for sure.
Okay.
I wouldn't say top 10,
Okay.
maybe top 15, but I'd say
Okay.
top 20.
Okay.
Definitely a top 20 player, but it's like, I don't know. I just, that is a mess there. So the Celtics are plus 650.
They have no one to blame but themselves. They
No.
wanted to sign Tatum to that kind of money. They wanted to sign Brown to that kind of money.
Let's keep cruising because we got NFL to talk.
Yeah.
All right. Rookie of the year, just an update. I think Cameron Boozer's going to win it. He is the favorite right
In
now.
the NBA?
Yep. Plus 240. So we got a couple of things to talk NBA before we wrap it up. Cameron Boozer leads your rookie of the year odds. And then the NBA MVP.
Wemby.
You think it's going to be Wemby?
Does it have Wemby as the favorite?
Plus 200. SGA is plus 350. Jokic plus 400. And then Luka is fourth at plus 650. Giannis in fifth after that. I would put Giannis behind Anthony Edwards, Cade Cunningham, Tatum, Brunson, and Brown.
I would put them ahead. Oh, no.
I would put all those guys ahead of Giannis on the.
I would put Giannis ahead of Jokic. I'll tell you why. That
is a hot take.
I'll tell you why. Because what do the NBA voters not like doing? Voting for the correct.
They don't like repeats.
So there you go. Giannis moves up as a result. Also, I think Wemby gets it because it's Wemby's time to get it. Because who's won it the last 2 years? SGA. My point taken, right? What do the voters get sick of doing? Voting for the same guy.
Wemby's going to win one eventually anyway. So it's like I feel like he's a good.
He's not saying he hasn't earned it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like he's gonna win one.
It's not an alien concept for Wemby to win an MVP.
All right, let's go through NFL
Yes.
quickly. LA Rams lead the Super Bowl champ futures.
Yes, they do.
Who do you think is in second?
Is it the Seattle Seahawks?
Nope, they're fourth.
They're fourth,
Actually.
okay. Is it the Kansas City Chiefs?
No, the Chiefs are seventh.
Seventh, okay. It's not New England, is it?
They're sixth.
Okay.
The Bills and the Ravens
okay.
are tied for second and third plus 1,000.
Okay.
Eagles are fifth at plus
Chicago
16.
Bears are in there, right?
No, the Bears are actually.
Are they out of the top 10? Are they out? They got to be.
Where are the Bears?
The Bears are out of the top 10. Good.
The Packers are. There they are. Bears are plus 2,500. They're pretty far down there. They're behind the Cowboys.
Wow.
Yeah, I would not expect that.
Someone's not sold on the Chicago Bears.
The Packers are plus 1,800 ahead of the Bears. The Packers have a good odds.
Good.
Chiefs plus 1,600. Couple of big teams out there. I mean, that's really it. It falls off after that, like first five.
So the curse of Rossini for the Patriots.
So we'll do the first six: Rams, Bills,
Yep.
Ravens,
Right.
Seahawks,
Yep.
and then the Eagles and the Pats are both 1,600. They're
Okay.
tied. So
all right.
I think the curse of Rossini is. I don't think it's real.
I do think it's real.
We'll have to
also
see,
look at the sked too. Also, will we see a curse of Swifty?
Hey, I have a question real quick.
Yeah.
So I found this under futures. Do you think there will be a first-time Super Bowl winner this year?
No.
You don't think so?
Nope.
So the no is actually favorite there. It's minus 235. It's plus 190.
Cleveland's first time winner, right?
Yep. So
Okay.
Bengals, Bills, Browns, Cardinals, Chargers, Falcons, Jags, Lions, Panthers, Texans, Titans, Vikings.
Yeah. No.
I think the only team out of that list, or like, if four teams out of that list could maybe, like Bengals, maybe if their offense is great. The Bills probably have the best chance there. Browns, no. Cards, no. Chargers,
Better than
maybe
the Cardinals and the Browns.
And then the only other team on this list I would say yes is like the Lions, but they also are downward spiraling.
Yeah.
I feel like
They're
on the
the Lions had their the Lions had their chance 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That the window closed.
Yeah.
The window officially closed when that happened.
So let me ask you this: what division wins the Super Bowl?
NFC North.
You're going to go NFC North. They're second at plus 500.
Okay.
NFC West is plus 250. I think that's because of the Rams and the Seahawks.
And to a degree the 49 to a degree. The
Yeah, but I mean the
49ers.
Rams getting Myles Garrett and then the Seahawks coming off a Super Bowl championship. I would put money down on the NFC West.
Is the curse of Swifty real?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. But I do think the Chiefs their window is closed. It's
Really?
farewell tour for the Chiefs here. Until the next iteration
the
of
next
Mahomes.
batch is coming.
Until the next iteration of Mahomes. Like
It's
we had
coming. It's coming.
3 sagas of Tom Brady. We're going to get another one.
Yes.
But the first one is coming to an end. Offensive rookie of the year. Do you have any guesses?
No.
The odds open up with Jeremiah Love at plus 320. Fernando Mendoza is plus 400, but there's a rumor that he might not even
He's not going
play.
to play.
Yeah. And then Carnell Tate plus 550 after that.
Ooh.
Ohio guy for Jay Dawg.
The Ohio State University.
Ty Simpson plus 5,000 if you think he's going to get some time
Okay.
if Stafford gets hurt. Defensive rookie of the year, Reuben Bain Jr. plus 475 opens it up. David Bailey also plus 475, so there's a tie there.
Mhm.
And then Arvell Reese at plus 700. Sonny Styles plus 750. Kind of falls off after that. Caleb Downs plus 850.
Let's get to MVP.
MVP of your NFL season. Who do you think the favorite is?
It's not Stafford, is it?
No.
No. Is it Myles Garrett?
No.
No. Is it Jalen Hurts?
No.
Is it Lamar?
He's second.
Okay. It's not Mahomes, is it?
He's third.
He's third? Okay.
It's Josh Allen.
Okay.
Again,
All right. Okay.
opening up for the favorite plus 550. Lamar's plus 650. Mahomes plus 1,000. Drake May plus 1,100. I like May up in the discussion there. Jordan Love plus 15. Hurts, I don't even see on the list here. He's
Wow.
plus 28. Excuse me.
Gotcha.
No defense. It's all quarterbacks. Every
Oh,
single
of course.
every single person here is
It's a quarterback-driven league. They're making the money.
Offensive player of the year. Jameer Gibbs opens up the favorite plus 750. Bijan, then Jamar Chase.
Okay. Bijan Robinson.
Your reigning offensive player, JSN, plus 13.
Okay.
And then defensive player of the year. Can you take a guess?
Offensive player of the
Defensive.
year. Defensive player of the year. Myles Garrett.
Yeah, he is the favorite at plus
He may
450.
get 30 sacks. Yeah.
Will Anderson is plus 750 on the Texans. Max Crosby plus 800. And that does it, J Dawg, for futures. We are done with futures.
Next week, July 4th Spectacular. We're going to be ready for that. We're going to be ready for our rankings, games,
Yep.
slates, things of that sort.
We're going to
back
get patriotic next week.
Well, I'm going to be wearing I'm going to tell you right this. I'm going to be wearing my Cleveland July 4th hat because we're going to be taking on the Chicago White Sox in the land that weekend. I already have got my All-Star Game hat as well. I'll be modeling that off later when it's All-Star, so we'll do that. But my July 4th hat.
I have to dig out my All-Star hat.
You gotta,
my July 4th hat.
Yeah, you got to dig that out, or right now do fast shipping and get the current Red Sox one that they got.
Yeah, we'll have to get it in here. But
right.
Bet heads, thank you for tuning in. Find us on social media. Bet this P on X. Bet this bet this pod on Insta, excuse me. Bet this exclamation point on YouTube. Share, like, comment, subscribe, whatever they say. And make sure if you're going to bet
this.
And we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Bet This is for entertainment purposes only. Always gamble responsibly and never wager more than you can afford to lose. Our advice is not a guarantee of success. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or visit ncpgambling.org for resources.